Hi everyone, this is JaiOmGH, and this is Boomer. Hi Boomer. And I'm just making a quick vlog because I want to, as freshly as possible, give you my reactions to Rock Band 4 being announced. My first initial reaction, woo! I'm happy for one because it finally gives me a decent reason to buy a PlayStation 4, which I've been holding out on for a while until a decent number of games that I'm going to actively play on it will come out. And this winter-ish we have Battlefront, and this fall we have Rock Band 4, so I think that just about covers it. But another thing that really pleases me, aside from the fact that it simply exists, is the fact that Harmonix has promised to work their butts off in order to make all of our old instruments work. Because let's face it, for a lot of us, those instruments have been gathering a bit of dust over the years. And Harmonix has said, we want to honor the investment that you've made over the years, and I think that is a great way to get people who may be like, oh, I don't want to fill my living room with a whole new set of instruments. Well, you got all your old ones, those are still going to work. Now as for me, I'm a bit of a special case because, as some of you may have noticed, I play Guitar Hero and Rock Band games on the PlayStation 3, with the Guitar Hero 2 controller for the PS2, courtesy of a special PS2 to PS3 adapter from the company The Ant Commandos that made this adapter so PS2 guitars could work properly on the next generation consoles. Now I use those PS2 guitar controllers because I loved them. They are the absolute pinnacle of great feeling controllers that Guitar Hero has ever produced, and quite frankly, even though the Guitar Hero 3 controller was pretty good for Xbox 360, I have this little conspiracy theory that the PS3 guitars for Guitar Hero 3 were just sabotaged. They feel way too stiff in terms of both buttons and strum bar. But who knows, maybe I just need to get some kid to play the game for weeks upon weeks and then break in the guitar a little more. I don't know. Anyway, my point is, I'm not sure that adapter is going to translate to the PS4. I'm holding it in slim hope that because the PS2 to PS3 adapter is designed to change a PS2 input into a PS3 input, and PS3 controllers, guitar controllers and whatnot, are meant to work on the PS4 for Rock Band 4, that means that the adapter will translate to PS4 as well. However, I am under a bit of the impression that, being kind of a weird backdoor kind of way to use the PS2 guitars, I'm expecting it not to work, ultimately. I really hope there's a PS3 guitar out there that will satisfy my needs and allow me to play as best I can. There is also the rumor that a new Guitar Hero game is coming out this year, which makes me pretty happy as well, as long as Activision doesn't oversaturate the brand again. Anyway, if they make a really good guitar, and that guitar can be made to work with Rock Band 4, fantastic. There's also the approach that they're going to go back to basics. Even though they tried to innovate over the past, they added multiple vocals, they allowed background vocal people to come in order to allow as many people to play as possible. They had the keyboard controller, which one of my friends really, really likes. Other than the oversaturation of the Guitar Hero brand, it is also said that music games died because they became too diverse and spread themselves too thin over a large area. And I can agree with that, and I think it's going to be good that Rock Band is only going to be on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, because that makes only 2 platforms that the game will be on now, which I think will be a lot better for it and easier to manage than when it was on PS3, Xbox 360, Wii, PS2. It was just way too much. The other tantalizing thing is that Harmonix has said they are going to make as much of the DLC in the past as possible, as well as a lot of the on-disc songs that you've had for many, many years, compatible with Rock Band 4 and the new features it may have to offer. And even though it would be great in Rock Band 4 to, buy the game on release date, all my content goes forward, and I have this humongous, amazing pile of songs, at the same time, it might almost be overwhelming of the senses. It's like, oh my God, look at all these songs. How am I going to have time to play all of these? Now, with the 3 spin-off games, Lego, Beatles, and Green Day, I don't have a transfer code to get them onto Rock Band 3 or anything. And that really doesn't matter to me. I have all the discs, so that's fine. But Rock Band 1, 2, and 3, I've consolidated pretty much to Rock Band 3, give or take a few songs that were lost in the process. That was one generation of Rock Band games. I can play the 3 spin-offs whenever I want to, and I have most of my songs consolidated to Rock Band 3 up until that point. So with Rock Band 4, I'm thinking I may just do a fresh start. I won't forward anything, I won't take up all the hard drive space, I won't play all these songs that I've already played again, just on a new game engine or whatever. And I think with Rock Band 4, I'll just use that as a new starting point. Well, there you have it, guys. Those are my thoughts. Can't wait for Rock Band 4. Expect more videos from me in the future now that this has happened.